Buddhism is an Indian religion or philosophical tradition based on a series of original teachings attributed to Gautama Buddha. Originating in ancient India as a movement professing Sramana between the 6th and 4th centuries BC, it gradually spread throughout much of Asia via the Silk Road. Presently, it is the world's fourth largest religion, with over 520 million followers, Buddhists, who comprise 7% of the global population. Buddhism encompasses a variety of traditions, beliefs, and spiritual practices that are largely based on the Buddha's teachings and their resulting interpreted philosophies. As expressed in the Four Noble Truths of the Buddha, the goal of Buddhism is to overcome the suffering, dukkha, caused by desire, tanhā, and ignorance, avidyā, of reality's true nature, including impermanence, anitya, and non-self, anātman. Most Buddhist traditions emphasize transcending the individual self through the attainment of nirvana or by following the path of Buddhahood, ending the cycle of death and rebirth, samsara. Buddhist schools vary in their interpretation of the paths to liberation, marga, as well as the relative importance and canonicity assigned to various Buddhist texts, and their specific teachings and practices. Widely observed practices include meditation, observance of moral precepts, monasticism, taking refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, and the cultivation of perfections, paramitha. Two major extant branches of Buddhism are generally recognized by scholars, Theravāda and Mahāyāna. The Theravāda branch has a widespread following in Sri Lanka as well as in Southeast Asia, namely Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, and Cambodia. The Mahāyāna branch, which includes the traditions of Zen, Pure Land, Nichiren, Tiantai, Tendai, and Shingon, is predominantly practiced in Nepal, Bhutan, China, Malaysia, Vietnam, Taiwan, Korea, and Japan. Additionally, Vajrayana, a body of teachings attributed to Indian adepts, may be viewed as a separate branch or an aspect of the Mahāyāna tradition. Tibetan Buddhism, which preserves the Vajrayana teachings of 8th century India, is practiced in the Himalayan states as well as in Mongolia and Russian Kalmykia. Historically, until the early 2nd millennium, Buddhism was widely practiced in the Indian subcontinent. It also had a foothold to some extent in other places such as Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, and the Philippines.